दिलों में प्यार की खुशबू तो होठों पर दुआ रखना दिलों में प्यार की खुशबू तो होठों पर दुआ रखना ईमान में वक्त से एक रिश्ता इश्क वफा रखना ईमान में वक्त से एक रिश्ता
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Friday Sermon for Kids. This week is going to be another incredible topic. To my right this week is Tashif. To his right is Monis. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Jazakallah for being here, guys. So, dear audience, beloved Huzoor, may Allah be his helper, reminded us of a very, very big topic this week as well.
तो कुरान करीम में ये ऐलान फरमाया कि अल-यौमा अकमलतु लकुम दीनकुम व अतममतु अलैकुम नेमती व रज़ीतु लकुमुल इस्लाम दीना। आज के दिन मैंने तुम्हारे लिए तुम्हारा दीन कामिल कर दिया और तुम्हें अपनी नेमत तमाम कर दी और मैंने इस्लाम को तुम्हारे लिए दीन के तौर पर पसंद कर लिया।
So, dear viewers, this is a big topic, how Islam is perfect and what does that exactly mean for us? We're going to get into that topic, but before that, I come over to my panelists whom I'm sure have gathered their newly learned points, and we'll start with Tashif.
I learned that the promised Messiah Islam challenged the world, saying, if anyone could point out even the tiniest problem or find a superior thing that isn't already in the Holy Quran, then he would accept the punishment of death.
The new thing I learned from beloved Huzoor's Friday sermon was that before the Holy Quran, the books were only made for small groups of people, but the Quran is made for all of the people on earth.
MashaAllah, very, very important points you guys have made here, and we're going to get into some of those details, but not before hearing all of your incredible new points, for which, dear audience, we go straight to Kids Take.
In today's Khutbah, Huzoor mentions how in Holy Quran, Allah has claimed that He has perfected and chosen Islam as a final religion for the whole humanity till the end of times.
In this week's Friday sermon, I have learnt that if we understand the Holy Quran, we'll have a peaceful life without problems.
Huzoor Anwar, may Allah be his helper, told us in this week's Friday sermon that we should always read and study the Holy Quran.
In this week's Friday sermon, I have learnt that the promised Messiah ﷺ was sent by Allah because the people were forgetting about the beautiful teaching of Islam.
Jazakumullah ahsanza for those points, dear audience, and remember, we love hearing your points, so take like 10 seconds out of your time, make a small video, send it our way. We would love to hear it from you. Okay, let's get into our discussion.
Murabi Sahib, I know we've heard these verses before, but a lot of us might have forgotten. What was the verse that Huzoor recited at the beginning of the sermon?
Not a problem, Monis. The verse that Huzoor, may Allah be his helper, recited is just one part of a verse from Surah An-Nisa, verse number 5. The Arabic words are Al-Yawma Akmaltu Lakum Deenakum wa Atmamtu Alaykum Ni'mati wa Raditu Lakumul Islama Deena. Basically means Allah is telling the Holy Prophet ﷺ and to all the Muslims that Al-Yawma, today, Akmaltu Lakum, I have perfected for you Deenakum, your faith, and I have completed on you my favor. So Allah had promised something. He said, today I have completed that favor on you. What is that favor? He says, I have chosen for you Islam as your religion. And that is what Islam claims. Islam says this about its own self.
Well, this reminds us that just because we read it once does not mean we'll remember it for long.
Yeah, it's so funny, like, I do remember what it means, but I forgot the words.
Yeah, that's why Islam tells us to remember and revise the Quran again and again.
Exactly, because that is exactly how we make our knowledge strong and firm.
Alhamdulillah. So the claim is there. But I had a question.
What is that, Monis?
If Islam was perfected almost 1400 years ago, then why do we need to accept the promised Messiah in this age?
Oh yeah, what if non-Ahmadi Muslims ask us this question? Then what are we supposed to say to them?
Well, guess the best part about you two asking this question.
What?
Huzoor told us in this week's Friday sermon that this exact same question was brought up against the promised Messiah ﷺ over 100 years ago. And the promised Messiah ﷺ answered it in a very, very beautiful and straightforward way. Number one, he said, look at your own state. Look at the state of the Muslims in the world and the countries where they live. Do they even understand Islam anymore? Are they even following Islam anymore? Right? So that's the first question of why they need to understand and accept the Imam of the age. Number two, the reason why we accepted him, it was because the founder of Islam, the man who brought Islam in this world, the Holy Prophet ﷺ, he is the one that told us that a time is going to come when horrible things are going to happen. The people are going to forget about the real teachings of Islam. They're not going to understand anything about Islam. There's going to be a man that's going to come at that time. Accept that man. He's going to teach you how to practice and understand Islam. So guess what? That's exactly what we're doing as Ahmadi Muslims. It was part of Islam's teachings to accept that promised Messiah. And that's what we did.
So what exactly are we supposed to do as Ahmadi Muslims?
Well, remember that thing where we said that reminding ourselves of something makes us better?
Yeah, but what exactly are you going to remind us about?
Well, there's a specific word that we have to get reminded about over and over again. And that word is tazkiyah-e-nafs.
Oh, just hold on there, Murabi Sahib. Not only did that sound like 5 different words,
But we have no idea what that means.
Well, that's exactly why we have the incredible segment at this time in the episode, in which our incredible presenter this week, who is Usman, is going to take it away with the word of the sermon.
Jazakallah Rabbi Sahib. So Monis, you were kind of right. What we have is definitely more than one word. Tazkiyah nafs are not 5 but 2 originally Arabic words. The word tazkiyah comes from the root za, qa, wa, which means to purify. The word nafs in Arabic means self. Combined together, tazkiyah nafs means purifying the self. This is one of the most important goals and miracles of the teachings of Islam. When learned and followed, they make ill-mannered and savage humans into well-mannered humans, and purify them until those well-mannered humans become moral humans. And then if one stays on this path, they continue to purify a person until one becomes a godly human. This is what these teachings did to Arabs living in deserts before Islam, and can still do to humans today. Back to you guys.
that's why our efforts to be good have to be constant and cannot stop at one point.
That's true, Monis. That's exactly what we've been telling the world. We tell them, clean yourself, clean your mind, and pray to Allah, pray to God, and ask Him to find out the truth about the promised Messiah.
Now, Murabi Sahib, why was Islam revealed at the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ? Why not before or after?
Yeah, Murabi Sahib, couldn't we just have a perfect religion from the beginning?
Well, Monis, the honest answer to that question is that at the end of the day, this was Allah's will. He is the one that had made the design for us as human beings to get the perfected teaching after thousands of years of existing on the earth. But we have ways of understanding this. So the promised Messiah ﷺ has talked about this. Huzoor mentioned this in the sermon. He said, you know, we've been around here for thousands of years. There's other religions that had been here for thousands of years before Islam, right? But back at that time, all of these different people and tribes and nations were living different lives altogether. They were cut off from each other, right? Remember, no technology, no phones, none of this, cell phone, instant calling, video messaging, all of that did not exist, right? So they would have to travel thousands of miles by foot to go see somebody else from another nation sometimes. So Allah sent messengers and teachings and religions to different people. But in the wisdom of Allah, when He saw that there was a time coming on the human race, on us, when we were starting to connect closer and closer, he finally, right before we reached that level, decided to give us a religion, a teaching that actually could cater to all human beings, not just the Chinese or the Europeans or Africans or Indians or Arabs, but all human beings. That is how we got Islam.
So the world was finally coming to a time where we could truly benefit from his teachings, right?
Exactly. As a matter of fact, Huzoor mentioned an example of how the promised Messiah compared the Holy Quran with other books. As a matter of fact, Huzoor, may Allah be his helper, quoting the promised Messiah's books and writings, used a specific example on what the Quran gives its readers.
What's that?
Well, in order to find that out, we are going to take you as well as our dear audience to our next incredible segment. Let's take you all to the question of the sermon. All right, everyone, alhamdulillah, we are at this incredible juncture of the episode that we know as the question of the sermon. The question that decides if you guys have truly revised the sermon or not. The question this week is, what did the promised Messiah, peace be upon him, say the Quran gives and offers those that truly research it? And this is not to be taken literally, but there's a word the promised Messiah uses. You have 4 options as you do every single week, and they are as follows. Option number 1, treasure. Option number 2, jewels. Option number 3, precious stones. And option number 4, gold. Time starts now. And your time is up. Tashif, what do you think?
I think it's number 1, treasure.
I also think it's number 1, treasure.
And your answers are absolutely incorrect, unfortunately. Good try. The word the promised Messiah used was actually option number 4, gold. It says that the Quran gives us gold. And so that's the word that the promised Messiah has used.
Well, there's no doubt. The Holy Quran gives us plenty of that.
But Murabbi Sahib, I was wondering if we could go over a specific example that Huzoor presented.
We absolutely can, Tashif. There are so many different things to talk about, but we'll stick to one very, very important example Huzoor gave. Justice. What is justice? You know, a lot of people ask this question. We hear this word like, we need justice in the world, or we gotta have to fight for justice, all of that, right? Well, it's something very recent. Like, most of the world did not really care about that before. Before, you know what it used to be? It's my nation, it's my tribe. I have to get everything, and I have to win the war against the other people. The idea of justice, that is, everyone has to be treated 100% equally, that didn't really exist. But the Holy Quran tells us that even if there's an enemy in front of you, make sure that your hatred for that enemy does not in any way that you treat them in any other way but with justice. And the Quran tells us that for the sake of justice, if you have to bear witness, that means if you have to speak the truth against your relative, against your father, against your mother, and then the Quran says even against your own self, you should stand up and speak with justice. And guess what? We see this example practiced by the Holy Prophet ﷺ. You know, somebody can say these things and they might sound very nice. We're sitting here, these things sound beautiful, and we say in our hearts, mashallah, what beautiful teachings. But guess what? Holy Prophet ﷺ actually practiced it. Remember the conquest of Mecca? When the Muslims took over Mecca, they were dealing with a people who had tortured them, who had, you know, sometimes even killed innocent Muslims. They had done horrible things, right? But the Holy Prophet ﷺ, at that point when he had the power to do everything, you know, if you don't have any power, it doesn't really matter what you think in the material world. But at a time when he had the power to punish them or hurt them or kill all of them because they had done horrible things against him and his nation, he said, you are being given a chance with forgiveness to reform yourself. And that was the justice that he brought, And only those people that decided to continue fighting, they were punished. And everyone else was given a chance of forgiveness, and they accepted peace. And that's why they accepted Islam. That is the example Huzoor gave.
Alhamdulillah.
And I'm gonna guess this is the end of our talk.
Guessed correctly, Monis. So guys, take it away.
Got you, Murabi Sahib. So remember everyone, make sure to watch the full Friday sermon.
And get back to us with the old critical message.
Did you enjoy this week's Friday sermon for kids? Want to know how you can make it even better? Tell us what you learned from beloved Huzoor's Friday sermon and send your videos at FS4KIDS at MTA.tv no later than every Sunday, and we'll try our best to include them in our next show.
Now, we can't include all the videos you guys sent to us. So you guys can visit our Instagram and Twitter at MTA Canada and see all the videos you guys sent to us. Remember, at Friday Sermon for Kids, you're not just the audience, you make the show.
Okay everyone, it's time once more for our little review of the lesson this week. As always, pay close attention.
Beloved Huzoor, may Allah be his helper, started his sermon by explaining how Islam itself claims to be the perfected faith. He proved this by reciting from Surah An-Nisa, verse 5, where Allah says, "Today I have perfected for you your religion, have completed my favor on you, and chosen Islam for you as a religion." Many non-Ahmadi Muslims say that if Islam is already perfect, then why did we even need a promised Messiah al-Islam to come guide us? The promised Messiah al-Islam explains that if Muslims were truly practicing Islam today and truly understood Islam today, there was no need for a guide, but it was the Holy Prophet ﷺ who had prophesied this would happen.
Exactly. The Holy Prophet ﷺ had told us that a time would come when Muslims would go away from true Islam, and at that time, Allah would send an Imam for their guidance. So why do we have to believe in the promised Messiah to benefit from Islam? Because the Holy Prophet ﷺ himself told us. But then we have to ask, what is our job as Ahmadi Muslims? Huzoor Ayyadullah Ta'ala bin Nasr al-Aziz explained that we should follow the teachings of Islam properly and do tazkiyah-in-nafs. That means purify ourselves from bad actions. This is the ultimate goal of Islam for us.
And as we purify ourselves, we should understand that the Holy Quran's guidance is the best possible guidance humanity has received from any religion. Allah gave it to us when we, as a human race, as human beings, were ready to start becoming connected and united as one. We weren't just split across the world in tribes. Huzoor gave many examples of the Holy Quran's teachings being way ahead of its time. But one of the most important teachings is of justice. The idea of making sure that even if someone has hurt you, you treat them fairly and with a cool mind. There is probably no better example of this than the Holy Prophet ﷺ treating the non-Muslim Meccans after conquering Mecca. He was dealing with a people that had done horrible things to innocent Muslims, but he made sure that he treated them with justice. He gave the people a chance to reform and punished only those who continued to commit crimes. This is the upright conduct taught by the Holy Prophet ﷺ and the teachings of the Holy Quran. And of course, as we say every single week, these are just a few points from the ocean of guidance. That is Huzoor's Friday sermon. So
Make sure to watch the full Friday sermon.
Until next week, Khuda Hafiz.
मगर है शर्त तुमसे मुसलसल राबता रखना मगर है शर्त तुम उससे मुसलसल राबता रखना इमाम वक्त से एक रिश्ता इश्क वफा रखना दिलों में प्यार की खुशबू तो होठों पर दुआ रखना इमाम वक्त से एक रिश्ता इश्क वफा रखना इमाम वक्त से एक रिश्ता इश्क वफा रखना